look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, LiVE. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Devin Vassell.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Fox. Wembanyama's out there with Castle. Then it's Luke Cornett. And it's Vassell in at the 2 for Minnesota. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. And it's Reed in at the center, locking down the middle. And so off the tip, it's Minnesota. Doors, I'd have to imagine, game 2 of a back-to-back is a big test of a player's stamina.
You're exactly right, Kevin. And it's not just the physical stamina, it's the emotional stamina to hang in when your body is absolutely tired. But the great players, the ones we love to watch, embrace this challenge.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Conley against Fox. Conley kicks to Reed. Pocket 6. No good from outside. Cornett with it. McDaniels picks him up. Fires the 3. And Cornett gets it to go. Cornett's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Spurs. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Vassell. Edwards, good.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Wembanyama on a screen on Conley.
Whoa, the Aaron Fox explosive. And boy, does that get the bench energized.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Conley kicks to Randall and stolen by Wembanyama. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguarded. This is how special a talent he is. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? It's Fox with the drive. Basket counts. Fox has got his second basket of the game.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on.
Oh, what a dunk!
Out below!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg. That is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Edwards.
You love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
No good from the wing. Up top, Vassell. That's the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Now here's Conley, guarded by Fox. Back to McDaniel. 6 to shoot. Randall from outside. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards to stop the run. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs leading by 11. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. Back over to you, Kevin.
Hasn't bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Lets it go with the three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Here's Wembanyama.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gobert, young slam, took by Gobert.
But terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Wembanyama, a screen on DiVincenzo. Fox with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Wembanyama laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wembanyama's got 7 points. And Clark has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. It's an 18-point game. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Fox kicks to Vassell. And the three off target. The Timberwolves shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for your Timberwolves. Julius Randle.
Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Go from outside. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Spurs leading by 18. On the court right now for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Luke Cornett. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Castle in at the 3 spot. Pass to Ingles. Back to Randall. bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Rebound, Minnesota. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And a four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and you know his presence at the rim.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. Number one, the Spurs.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Randall, 9 feet out. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
DiVincenzo with the screen on Vassell. They need this. Rebound, San Antonio. Win after win. These guys now have 9 straight.
So this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Here's Clark, and the layup is good. Clark's got his first points of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition takeoff. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight.
They've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. Edwards has come in for Clark. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the basket by Castle.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
I'll tell you, you have to have some measure of composure close to the bucket. Mr. Ingles doing work.
Fox deciding where to go with it. To the paint, poked loose. Stolen by McDaniels. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders both on and off the floor.
Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Fox with the steal. Here's Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Assist goes
Fox
to
has got assist number 5 here tonight.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
For 3, Edwards. And the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 5.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
There's the screen. Wembanyama passes to Cornette. Beyond the arc. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
The open shot, Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Fox from outside, and the Spurs another 3.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the plane.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's San Antonio with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Looking at San Antonio, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. All right, guys, we've got to go back and talk about Victor Wembanyama and how he played in that first half. Just outstanding.
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Steps back. Conley kicks to Reed. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Batted away by Wembanyama with authority. Victor saw that coming a mile away.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Edwards can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back over to you.
All right, Ellie, thanks a lot. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be his second foul of the game. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Shoots the three, drains the three-pointer. Conley's got 5 now.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Pass to Castle. And it's Vassell in the corner. Hits the three-point foul. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Randall, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
Up top, Fox. He's defended by Randall, and it's Fox with a jam.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness. Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Jacks up a three, and Vassell is good for 3. 13 points in the game.
Just too easy for Vassell. Gotta run him off the line.
Another miss by Minnesota. Spurs have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
McDaniels kicks to Randall, and just miss after miss right now.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T. San Antonio's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. 3-pointer, Fox through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And the basket by Castle.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense through him.
For Minnesota, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Clark, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
Here's Wembanyama for three. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 7 for him tonight. For Minnesota, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. They throw drops for DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo has proven to be a guy off the bench or as a starter, he will make an impact.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Shannon's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. From past the arc, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Arc right side, and stolen by Castle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Clark for 3. Drills it from outside. Clark's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Fox. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's San Antonio holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, they've got Luke Cornett. Fox is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Castle in at the small forward position. Clark outside. Here's DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Yeah, Dante a 3-level scorer. That time the defense concedes the mid-range, so he takes it.
Randall against Wembanyama. Fox passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Here's Randall. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. Don't let these fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Wembanyama, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Fox.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Edwards has come in for Joe Ingles. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Clark outside. Another shot, and Gobert with the lay-in.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Smooth sailing for San Antonio. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. There's a good screen. Fox with it. Now defended by Gobert. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Now here's Edwards. Back to Clark. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Castle. To the middle. Cornette. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Outside for Wembanyama. Castle a screen on Randall. Here's Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Hits it from three-point range. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Fox with the steal. Out to the right wing. Here's Cornette. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And Edwards with the stuff.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Nas Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Bangs home the trifecta. Castle's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the potential Castle has is intriguing. When he's scoring like this, you wonder how dominant he can be moving forward. And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous stand-up performance it was for De'Aaron Fox.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Randall a screen on Fox. Conley kicks to Reed. Cornette with it. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And another basket for San Antonio.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.